So today we are going to configure a 3-node Kubernetes cluster using Ansible Playbook. So it's the first part of the 3-part series. We have 3 VMs running CentOS. So let's start. So this is my master node and these are 2 worker nodes. So let's check the name of this master node. So I have given master.yong.com and let's check the IP address of this. It's 192.168.137.129. So let's check the version. It is CentOS 8.2. Let's check the connectivity with other nodes. Okay, it is working fine, as well as we'll check with the internet. This is working fine. Let's go to the other nodes as well. What I want actually is every node should be able to talk to the other, as well as they should be accessible to the internet. So I'm doing the same. The name of this one is worker01.yong.com. The IP address is 192.168.137.136, and we're checking the CentOS version. It is that same, CentOS 8.2. So the last will be checking the connectivity. This is working fine to the internet as well. Yes. Let's move to the second worker node. Its name is worker02. Okay, IP address 192.168.137.138. Let's ping to the other nodes. Okay, its internet connectivity is fine. Okay, now we are communicating with the IP addresses, but we have to make some arrangements so that they can talk using names. So here what I'll be doing is, first of all, for my better management, I'll be using a MoveXterm application to manage the SSH sessions of all these 3 nodes. So as you can see, I'm accessing the 3 nodes over here. So let's open their host file. Okay, as we are not having any DNS server configured, we'll be putting the IP address and names of all the nodes into this host file so that they can communicate using the name. Okay, we'll do the same for the other nodes as well. So open the host file and paste the same. So everybody will have a copy of the IP and name, so that while they are using name, they can resolve into their IP addresses. So here also the same will be doing. Now after doing this, we'll be checking for that they're able to ping using the names as well. So we'll ensure. So ping, suppose master.yong.com. Yes, it's working fine. It's also working fine. Similarly, other nodes also we can check. Okay, they are perfectly resolving. Okay, now let's ping to the worker nodes from the master. Okay, done. Okay, this is fine now. So after this, we need to install 2 more applications. One is Git and one is Ansible. So let's start with installing the Git. So for that, we'll be using the yum command. So it is yum install Git. So why I'm installing Git is, I've stored my Ansible playbooks, which I'll use to deploy the entire infrastructure, is stored in the GitHub repository. So Git is the command line tool I'll require to access those from that online repository. You can even download them and save it on your disk on the master node. That's an alternative, but I'll be using the Git clone. So now check, Git version is 2.18. Okay, it's successfully installed. Now let me add the repository of the Ansible so that I can install the Ansible. Okay, so repository successfully added. Now instead of Yum, you can also use DNF. DNF actually is the advancement being made in letter to RHEL 7. Almost they are same, but few enhancements are there in the DNF. So fine, yes, yes. Actually, it will take some time. So within that, let me tell you that this is going to be the end of the part 1 over here. In the part 2, we are going to prepare all the nodes so that we can deploy the cluster. Okay, yes, yes, successfully done. Okay, so we'll also create an authentication mechanism with these 3 nodes, that is the SSH keys and mechanism, so that they can access to each other without any passwords using a fingerprint. So all these are there in a part 2. So this is almost done. So now let's check the version. Okay, this is the version.